Hey there friends, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a cash stuffing for my weekly expenses. So I have my cash in here for my weekly expenses. Usually I'll stuff about 4 to 6 weeks of expenses into my binder at a time. And then when it comes to weekly, I will go ahead and allocate that into my weekly expense categories. I started doing this way back when I first started cash budgeting, when I would get paid bi-weekly, which I still do receive income on a bi-weekly basis. But what I would do was allocate just 2 weeks at a time since I was bi-weekly, and I would stuff that first amount directly into my wallet, and the second amount I would hold on to. But now, since I'm able to hold on to more cash at a time, I do that instead. So let's jump right into it. So I took out my expense tracker for week 3 because that is where I can list out what's going into each of my categories. So I'll start by just listing out the categories that I'm going to stuff, and these are all of my weekly variable expenses. So it's going to be groceries, gas, household, spending, eating out, fun, allowance for my kiddo, which allowance should be right here, but it's okay, and then weekly buffer. So I'm going to use this to track what gets put into each envelope. So I'll start with groceries, and for groceries, I'm doing $120 for groceries this week. So I will come into my binder, and I need to grab $120 to go into groceries. I'll do that with a 100 and a 20. So I'm just gonna take this and put them into the cash wallets that go, and put it into the cash envelopes that go into my wallet. So that is that. Gas is next, and that's getting $25. So I'll take out a 20 and a 5 from there. And I'll put that into gas. And that's going to be $25 of starting. Household is next, and it's going to get $50. Household I do more on a monthly basis than on a weekly basis. So this one I will carry cash over and stuff like that. So I'm not doing $50 a week for household. That would be way too much. And household just has $50 because I did half of this and then the other half. So I'll take this full $50. And with household, I also have $2 in here. So that's going to give me a starting balance of $52 for household this week. Allowance for my kiddo is next under my needs category of my weekly expenses. I need to make an envelope for allowance for my kiddo under my expenses here. So I just have it in month ahead right now. He's gonna get $10, so I'll give him a 5 and 5 ones. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm just gonna set this aside so that I can give that to my kiddo when he gets back home from the hospital. So we're at 10. And then spending is next. Spending is getting $40. So let's go to spending. And I'll just grab 2 20s to put into spending. All right, so my camera died, and it is now the next day because I had to get back to the hospital. My kiddo is currently in the hospital getting treated for an infection, which is par for the course with this cancer journey. But I did make sure to finish stuffing my weekly expense categories. I think we left off on spending, but I put 50 into household, 40 into spending, another 40 into eating out, 15 into fun, 10 into allowance, which I just set aside for my kiddo, and then $5 for my weekly buffer, which I also just kind of set aside for if I need it. And all of my cash is here within my cash envelopes that fit right into my wallet. But that is that for this video. Just wanted to do a quick cash stuffing for my week 3 expenses for the month of January. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you put a like on it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave those in the comments down below, and make sure to get subscribed. I'd absolutely love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye.